Welcome to the channel. It's Almighty Dan, and I'm here to take y'all shooting to the next level. Now, this is something that I know a lot of people, most people probably don't already know, but I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all before it hit the masses. So just drop a like, subscribe if you're new, cut the notifications on, and you may need an elite controller on Xbox or an elite controller on PlayStation, whatever that might be called, but you do need to be able to remap your buttons. And if you could do this, you can use rhythm shooting and not have to worry about tempo. Now, I'm gonna give y'all a disclaimer. I still use right stick, but I'm gonna show y'all a way how you can get away from using the right stick and use rhythm shooting. But if I go to edit, right, you can see here on my right stick. But once I go to edit, if you see my controller, you can see my whole button layout, right? So for rhythm shooting, you can use the right stick to the left and move it to the right, or you can move it down, or you can move it up. You can move it in different directions for rhythm shooting. It doesn't have to just be up, down. So I have two examples for you. I have my D-pads remapped. So my D-pad is down is right stick down, and my D-pad up is right stick up. For these paddles back here, I know some of y'all not gonna have them, but everybody's gonna have a D-pad, you feel me? So for the paddles, I have for my left paddle, I have right stick to the left, and I have for my right paddle, I have right stick to the right. So instead of having to time it, you could just click these buttons and use rhythm shooting, and I'm gonna show y'all right here. So I get here, I go into my court, right? Okay, you see me, I got the ball. So I'm in my court, y'all can see me right here. So I pull my controller up, and first I'm gonna start off with the paddles, bro. So you gonna see my thumbs is out right here. You can see them. I'm not touching the thumbs, my controller. I flick on the paddles. I flick on the paddles, and it's a green tempo. You feel me? I gotta move back, of course. Another green. Another green, and then you don't have to worry about tempo, which is a big help. And for spot up shooters, this is a very legitimate, reliable way to shoot the ball, because you don't have to worry about dribbling and all that. I know a lot of people who dribble the ball may find that difficult, but I'm here to tell you that, listen, that's a green. You don't have to worry about tempo, so it's gonna be a lot easier for you to green your shots. Now, some of y'all might not have this controller, so y'all don't have these paddles, and I'm gonna tell you, I still use the right stick because I want to get better with the right stick, but the paddles are easier to use. I'm gonna be honest with you. Now, if I want to use the D-pad, right? So the D-pad is right here. Let me put that in the controller. And you know, obviously it's a little bit more difficult for me to shoot, so be patient with me. Let me get warmed up. But that's a green off rip. Using the D-pad, right finger is not on the right stick. You know, I'm not even holding my controller in a normal posture, and I'm greening right now. So this is to tell you how much easier it's gonna be. You don't have to worry about tempo. Got an excellent right there, and I'm just using the D-pad, bro. Now this is something you're gonna have to get used to, especially with the timing and whatnot there, because you see excellent. And using it with another hand. But as you get used to it, I feel like it is a lot easier. And if you want more control of your shot, you're gonna do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Like me personally, I use the right stick. I don't need to use any of those methods. You feel me? But because like I've been practicing, so I'm cool with the right stick. I don't need to use the paddles. I don't need to use the D-pad. But if you want to remap your buttons, if you can on PlayStation, I know you can do it on PlayStation with certain controllers, and I know you can do it on Xbox with certain controllers, you're going to be in better shape. Especially as a spot-up shooter, I'm telling you the truth. Now, let's say you want to remap it to one of these main buttons right here, one of your back buttons. The only reason I didn't do that is because as a point guard, I need to pass the ball. I could not use A or B on Xbox, which would be X and circle on PlayStation, because you need to be able to hit select and go back out of menus. You feel me? So you don't want to use those. Now I could use X, which is square on PlayStation, or Y and triangle, or Y, which is triangle on PlayStation. Now, the only thing about that, which you could use those X and Y or square and triangle, is that if you have a high steal, you want to attempt steals, you won't be able to get steals with the button no more, or you won't be able to get blocks or rebounds. Now, me personally, you could always use the right stick to get steals and get interceptions, so you really don't need it for steals on defense, but that could be something you like it. I think more importantly, you'll be missing out on icon passing. But if you didn't know this, you can use the RB and the right stick to pass directionally instead of icon passing as well. So that's something you might want to know as well. And of course, you can lead pass LB RBA or L1 R1X on PlayStation, so throw it to the furthest person down the court. And on top of that, let's say you want to use Y or triangle for one of the buttons, right? Let's just example. If you get rebounds, you shouldn't use it. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be honest. If you're a center, but if you're a point guard or something, it's an option. Me personally, I recommend, if you're gonna do it, use the D-pad or use the paddle. The paddles are the best ones because you can map them to any button you want and still have complete functionality to the controller. Now, Fortunately, since I use this controller at any moment of the game, if I want to go back to default, I just press the button and go back to my default controller settings. And this is just something I want to show y'all, so y'all can have the. This is just something I want to show y'all, so y'all can have the best tips and tricks at your fingertips, and it's gonna take your game to the next level. And I'm not trying to get out here and promote y'all to buy another controller just to use it or whatnot. I strongly recommend you learning how to use the analog stick, but you know what I'm saying, if you can remap your buttons and you do want to try that, this is the method for you. I know a lot of players will be doing this at some point. I just want to show it to y'all first, man. But anyways, if y'all enjoyed the video, y'all found it helpful, drop a like, subscribe if you're new. Until next time, Densky out.